It was a late night in late July. I was in New Brunswick in Johns Hopkins Hospital watching over my little brother who had just had surgery for his cerebral palsy on his spine. It was a really intense surgery. So my head was in a bunch of different places. I was thinking about him, I was thinking about me, I was thinking about my life and just, I guess, life in general. And I just decided at that moment, literally had a eureka moment, that I really, at the end of the day, I have nothing to lose. I had just been laid off from my job, which I hated, and I had just earned an MBA from Rutgers in finance. And so I was at this crossroads in my life where I had to decide what I was going to do next. Was I going to get another job, probably in an office somewhere in like Manhattan, and maybe make a good amount of money with my new education, but most likely hate? Or was I going to do something different and follow some kind of passion and just really take a risk? I will always have people in my life that love me. I'll always have enough food on the table. I'll always have a place to live. So that's really all I need. And if I take a risk on something, if I put myself out there, yeah, I might lose some money, I might lose some pride, but I'm not going to lose what really matters in life, which is, having people around you that love you. So it was that moment when I realized that I have nothing to lose. I have no excuses. I was 30 at the time. I have no excuses to go after something that I care about, to take a risk and really just go for it. So I just decided at that moment that I was just going to be honest with myself and not make any more excuses, and that I was just going to go for something. When I decided on the truck concept, it was sometime in late November, December. I decided to run with this coffee and smoothie truck. I was going to do it on the beach. Wasn't exactly sure where. Hey, Cafe Diem. But it's funny, like every Saturday there's like a turnaround on the island where the people who were staying for the week leave and then a new group comes in. So it's like almost starting new every Saturday and Sunday. Like you have to reconvince people about who you are and what you do, that you're not an ice cream truck, that you're actually like this cool coffee and smoothie truck. Yeah, I mean, the goal is hopefully by next year, people who will remember me from this year and will be like, oh, let's, I'll be part of their vacation. So in the meantime, I got an officer position for the Air National Guard. And my dates to leave for officer training school were January 12th, and it ran until February 23rd or 24th. So I had to leave. Like, I was starting to get this thing going, didn't have a truck, didn't have anything but the idea going. And when I came back, it was full-on entrepreneurial mode. And the first thing to do really was find the truck. So it literally took me about six weeks of scouring the internet, making phone calls, looking everywhere. I went out to PA, I went out to Long Island, New York, I went everywhere in New Jersey to look for the right truck. Kind of like the three little bears of finding a truck. Couldn't be too big because then I couldn't maneuver it. Couldn't be too small because then I couldn't stand in it. So turns out I ended up finding the truck in this parking lot in Neptune, New Jersey, which was maybe 5 minutes away from me. So here I was looking everywhere, and I found one pretty much in my backyard. And so I made a deal and I bought the truck, and it broke down on my drive home, literally out the parking lot. I could not get it home. I started by cleaning it,
This was late April. I just cleaned the whole thing. Took me literally like a week of elbow grease to clean it. So from April 18th to July 5th, the truck was built, and I have to say, everything pretty much took twice as long as I thought it was gonna take. Everything was twice as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Everything was twice as complicated. Every step along the way, something went wrong. Every single step, you can name anything. It was difficult to build the truck, but I had a lot of awesome people help me along the way, and I'm super stoked about that, and I appreciate it from everybody.
Hot and iced coffee, fresh fruit smoothies, fresh fruit ice pops, juices, bagels. What am I saying?
There you go. Yeah. Sugar?
I'm gonna have just one sugar.
These are the lava lemonade girls. There's more of them, but I'm sure they're either in the water or on the beach, where everyone should be right now. Little local entrepreneurs, future extremely successful people, I'm sure. And they give us our lemonade, so they won't share their secret recipe, but one day I'll get it out of them. And everything they make from their lemonade goes to charity, so they're pretty awesome.
They're going pretty good, I hope?
Yeah. Not a lot of trucks like this around. None of the
No,
style.
not those smoothies, no.
Yeah.
I try to get to all the texts and Facebook and Instagram messages I get, but today's a pretty wild day. It says 10:50. 20?
Sure. Wow, this is so cool.
I appreciate you appreciating it.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool too.
Is 25th.
It's 1550.
Definitely did. So this is my mom, Rechcha. Hi. AKA Risha. She is very valuable to this company. She juices the oranges, she washes and cuts the fruit, she freezes the fruit, she washes a lot of the stuff at the end of the day, and she doesn't get any thanks for it, except for right now, so thank you, Mom.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, she's got to go now.
I'll be happy
Pretty shaded vision right here.
I need a little juice love.
Pick me up? Okay.
Yeah, something
Do it.
good.
I got
What do you need? She's got it all.
Hi, you want some peanut butter?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay,
I can throw that out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got
drink
3 iced coffees.
Yeah?
3 iced coffees.
Have you had anything from?
No, no. This is the first year they've been down here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never saw them before.
So this is your first experience at Cafe Diem.
Yes, it is.
Could be a
Probably
good one.
be more.
Go.
Oh, that looks good.
Tell me it isn't good. Drink it right now.
Delicious.
No, that's really good. Okay.
Yeah. Coconut milk makes it, right?
Yeah.
It's like gives it the perfect aftertaste.
The coffee bean is grown somewhere in a tropical location on a mountaintop somewhere.
So for the record, these are fresh roasted beans from Costa Rica by Asbury Park Roastery. All the beans that I brew are no more than 2 weeks old from roasting.
Just that coffee fruit really is then peeled. The bean is processed by either drying out or there's a wet processing, and that bean then gets bagged and shipped, here, and then roasted and then brewed, and then you drink it. And I don't think people really understand how much goes into drinking their everyday cup of coffee. And I think coffee is special. I don't know of many coffee / smoothie and juice places out there, so I was like, all right, well, that's different. Let me try that out. They don't maybe necessarily go with each other, but I think they do. I think they're both two sides of the same coin. coffee is sort of a way to chemically give yourself energy, and fruit and vegetables are more of a biological way of giving yourself sustained energy. So I think the two relate, and I think they work well together. Being successful is great, but one of my favorite parts of running this company is making people happy. That sounds so sappy and silly, but really when people come up to the truck and order a PBGB smoothie or a strawberry ice pop, they're stoked. And people love the truck. When they walk up to the truck, I had a group of girls come up to the truck the other day. They were so excited just about the truck. The truck itself is sort of a scene. It's a very interesting and different thing. And people have never seen anything like this. It's always just been ice cream trucks going up and down the beach playing their music. And when I roll up to the beach, it turns heads and it makes people smile. And I love that. I think that's great. And I'd like to replicate that in other places. I want to build something that's special. And I think Cafe Diem is special, and I think I can touch a lot more people with it.
Cafe Diem.
It's awesome. It's great. We needed something like this.
Yeah.
So the name Cafe Diem is a play on my initials, and it's also a play on the Latin phrase Carpe Diem. And I think that's a very important phrase. I think if all of us keep that phrase in the back of our minds every day, to seize the day, to take it on, and to go for it, whatever it is. If you want to be a doctor, go for it. Go be a doctor. If you want to be a carpenter, go for it. Be the best carpenter out there. But the point is, seize the day and go for it. Because you have one life to live. You have only so much time on this earth. And you have no excuses not to make the most of it and give it your all. So seize the day.